For 2 years, she walked past his house every single day. Same cracked porch, same flickering light, same old man sitting by the window. Watching. Waiting. She told herself it wasn't her problem. Until the ambulance came. And a week later, a letter with her name on it was slipped under her door. That's when the guilt began. Her name was Camila Reyes. 29. Ambitious. Busy. Always too tired. She had just moved into the neighborhood after landing her dream marketing job. New life. New routines. No distractions, except for him. Mr. Alden. The quiet old man next door. He waved the first week she moved in. She nodded politely. The second week, he tried again. Good morning. She pretended to be on the phone. After that, he stopped trying, but he still sat by the window. Every evening, watching the street, watching her. And something about that made her uncomfortable, so she ignored it. Neighbors whispered things. He lost his wife. His son doesn't visit. Stays inside most days. Camila shrugged it off. She had deadlines, gym sessions, social events. She told herself, I'm not responsible for lonely people. One night, she came home late. Rain pouring. As she fumbled for her keys, she heard a weak voice behind her. Excuse me. She froze. It was Mr. Alden, standing shakily at his gate. If you could help me with something small. She hesitated. Her rideshare was waiting. Her phone buzzing. I'm really sorry. I'm in a rush. She walked away, and she didn't look back. 3 nights later, sirens pierced the silence. Red and blue lights reflected against her ceiling. Camila stepped outside. Paramedics rushed into Mr. Alden's house. No family in sight. No one asking questions. Just strangers carrying him out on a stretcher. His eyes opened briefly. They met hers. Not angry, not accusing. Just tired. The ambulance doors closed, and the street went silent again. But something inside her didn't. A week passed. No movement next door. Then one afternoon, there was a knock. A nurse stood at her door. Are you Camila Reyes? Her stomach dropped. The nurse handed her an envelope. He asked that you receive this. Camila's hands trembled. As she opened it, inside was a handwritten letter. Dear Camila, I hope you don't mind me writing. You remind me of my daughter. She moved away years ago. I tried not to bother you. I just wanted someone to talk to sometimes. I was going to ask if you could help me fix my radio. It hasn't worked since my wife passed. The house is very quiet now. I hope life treats you kindly. Your neighbor, Harold Alden. Her vision blurred. He hadn't wanted money or favors, just company, just sound. Just a human moment, and she gave him silence. Camila rushed to the hospital. Heart pounding. She asked for his room number. The nurse paused. I'm sorry, he passed yesterday. The words landed like a physical blow. Passed yesterday. Alone. She swallowed hard. Was anyone with him? The nurse hesitated. A staff member held his hand. Not family, not neighbors, not her. Camila walked back home in a daze, every step heavier than the last. The porch next door was empty now, window dark, radio silent. She stood at the fence where he once stood and finally allowed herself to feel it. Regret, sharp, unforgiving. Weeks later, Camila started volunteering at a local senior center. At first, it felt like guilt, but slowly, it became connection. Listening to stories, fixing small things. Sitting in silence without rushing away. One afternoon, an elderly woman smiled at her and said, "Thank you for seeing me." Camilo blinked back tears, because that's all Mr. Olden had wanted. To be seen. Back at her house, Camelia installs a small wind chime on her porch. Every time it rings, it reminds her. Busyness is not an excuse for indifference. And sometimes, the smallest ignored moment becomes the heaviest memory. Let me ask you something. Is there someone in your life you've been too busy to notice? A neighbor? A relative? An old friend? If they were gone tomorrow, would you wish you had answered that call? Tell me in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, subscribe to this channel for more emotional stories that remind us what truly matters. Because sometimes, the greatest tragedies aren't dramatic. They're quiet and preventable.